games where we empower you, the viewer, to participate actively and change the game. You can use the redeem command, exclamation point, the word redeem, no spaces, and then the name of one of the items. One of our mods will drop in chat right now. You can drop any of those items into our game and change the game itself. You can redeem experience for the players. You can take away their experience, like cruel and heartless beasts that you feel like being this evening.
Yeah.
You can give them money. You can give them skill bonuses or skill drops. You can make their equipment glitch or make them sing silly songs or say fun one-liners, and all those fun things you can do. You can even become part of the game with a guest encounter. It costs you a lot of AKA Fate Chips loyalty points.
Thanks, VG Mermaid.
First. VG's here! What's up?
Yay, thank you, VG.
Will we get a sub?
Yep.
I'm not in the thing yet.
Tier 1
Yeah.
sub.
Thanks for that. We got the sub. What kind of sub did you get? Was it like Italian cold cut style, American cold cut, turkey,
Cold turkey.
cold turkey,
Turkey lurk.
turkey lurkey. So yeah, in this edition, the Thursday night edition, we do Star Wars and or Aliens. Alternating. Wednesday nights is Adenia, our Adenia campaign, our 5th edition.
Cheesesteak.
Dungeon and Dragons, and that's also Cheesesteak Night. And I think we're gonna alternate with something new
Rifts.
coming up a couple weeks, right?
Rifts.
On Wednesday?
Oh, Thursday. Wednesday, I think
on
it's
Wednesday.
just
Aren't you guys-
starting with Ruby, and then when we can, I think we're going to alternate with kids on bikes once that's ready to go.
Cool. So, yeah, and then Mondays we got Star Trek. Very cool. Star Trek stream on Mondays. And then all sorts of other fun stuff peppered throughout the week. I think we're going to have some other games on the weekend starting soon too as well.
Yes.
So, on this Thursday night edition, our Star Wars stream, we do a game that takes place after Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi, Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Right around the events that happened at the end of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, if you're up to date with the events of Disney Plus and its wonderful Star Wars shows. Trying to think of where that lands in Book of Boba Fett. I haven't thought about that. I'll think more about that. We'll talk about that later.
You mean season 3 of Mando?
Season 3 Mando, yep. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward. I haven't seen the season finale, so I'm looking forward to the return of Boba Fett in his own TV show. We'll see how that goes. I don't have great faith. Anyway, don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it.
Well, I feel like you all just spoiled things for me. I haven't watched any of it, so thanks.
Oh, well,
No.
this is a Star Wars stream. You should catch up.
I was waiting for all
Catch
of them
up.
to be out so that I could binge them.
Oh, come on. That's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
The internet will totally destroy it for you if you
No.
wait until everything is all done.
I do this for everything. It's super easy to avoid spoilers online. It's impossible to avoid spoilers from your friends, apparently.
Not a big fan of Star
I can't
Wars.
believe you haven't had that spoiled for you by accident. That's amazing. You said it's easy?
Super
I just
easy.
turn on my phone. Everything's ruined. I was amazed that I've already had some things from No Way Home spoiled for me. I haven't had all of it yet, but some parts have been spoiled.
Hey, if Lando Calrissian got his own TV show, would it be called The Landalorian?
No, I hope they I like that, I don't think that they would go that route. I would hope that they would go with the Lando Calrissian Chronicles. There was a book series I believe called that. Also in the Solo TV show, he has his little personal recorder and he starts talking into it, and he says, "This is another recording in the Lando Calrissian Chronicles," or something like that. So I always thought that they were leading up to a TV show, but maybe not.
Yeah,
I'm ready for it.
the Last Jedi director to rewrite the entire backstory of him. You could do that.
I think they're that's where they're heading anyway. They're just going to give it all to Rian Johnson and just let him do whatever he feels like doing. Do we have no Jeff tonight, or is Jeff here?
Just here.
Okay.
I'm here.
No,
Oh, hey.
Veej, the Lando Lakes.
Oh,
Lando
I like
Lakes,
that.
like the butter.
Mm-hmm.
Like butter. So, in our game, we have a number of players. We have Nat Too Shabby playing Neep Zibbler. Right?
Martini.
Routini, yep. Zibbler, right? For some reason my brain's farting. Okay.
That is correct.
And yeah. I'm thinking that's similar to Futurama. I heard the Futurama's coming back. Heard that yesterday.
Yeah.
They're still trying to hammer out the voice of Bender.
Yeah, I heard that he did he die? Or
No,
what's
he's
going
just holding out right now.
on? He wants more money. He'll get it. And then we have
He's still waiting for Final
To
Fantasy
be-
X Part 3. Sorry, that was a deep cut.
X3. You ready for it? X2 was so good.
No.
And we got Jeff, aka 2B,
Hello.
playing Togsadud, our Thorian scoundrel.
Good to be here.
And we got Adam playing Strike Wildstar, our Fringer gambler type. Human, though. You know how those guys go in Star Wars. And then we got Ermsler playing HK3RM, our protocol droid, quote unquote. And I think that's everybody tonight.
Okay, that's cool. I'll see you all later. I'm gonna go ahead and go do something else then. Bye.
Yep, I feel like that's everybody. And also Donkeys, aka Armand, playing Dornvold.
Hello. Do not go into unknown.
Jedi. Do not go into unknown. You almost did a second ago. You were almost there. We would have had to put your picture up there. Like I say, I don't know if looking at 2B.
So have you seen this Jedi?
Yep, there we go. I'll put a little picture up there, little sign. I can't decide if I think Jeff looks better or worse as his current picture.
Also, we got a hype train going for another minute. That's kind of fun.
What?
Yeah, 69% of the way towards level 2. Do you all not want to contribute to a level 2 hype train because we're on 69%? I see what you all are doing.
Level up, baby. Level up. So, anyone want to recount us on where these foos left off last week?
We made plans. Did a lot of talking about planning. And there was some conversation with wait, no, that's before the plan.
People.
I don't remember what order things happened. Where's my notes?
Doran checked on
Yeah.
Tweak,
I
right?
couldn't remember if that was before or after the planning.
Also had a nice little powwow with the protocol droid.
Yes, good times.
We did math.
Math?
Yeah, to figure
Oh, yeah,
out how
there
much
was some
money we
math.
needed.
I don't think. Did you guys ever settle on where that was?
Yeah, I think we paid the 10,000 up front that we needed to. And then
What's all
Herm
this
has an
weed
echo, by
shit?
the way.
You guys talked about it, but no one paid anything, as far as my record.
I did.
Who did you? Or you offered it up, but the guy.
In a bunch.
know,
I chipped
I
in a
like
bunch,
it. Yeah.
and I'm expecting an extra cut when we're done and my money back.
So yeah, I guess he gave it to somebody, but you guys haven't delivered it to anybody within the building yet. It's
Right.
just within the
Yeah.
party still.
correct. It was
Cool.
4,000 is what we borrowed from.
I think
Strike.
everyone's still awake.
Yeah, we didn't go.
We
We
left
didn't go
off.
to sleep yet. We
Oh,
Doran had just found out from the guy over there in the medical wing that we all potentially probably have a chip in our brains, much like Tweak had.
And I repaired the HK unit.
Yep,
Fully?
partially. Right. I told you guys
I
what
thought
you
it
guys recovered, didn't I?
Thought it was mostly.
I think. Yeah, I think he has vitality to restore still. I thought. I thought I told you guys what you recovered. Did I not tell you that?
I think you did.
Okay.
Fully. Yes, fully.
mean, I think.
I'm at -5 vitality.
Okay, cool.
I'm at
Yeah,
minus
you should get that.
16, so something about that feels off.
Minus 16. Yeah, you haven't done anything to
Yeah, I think that's because
rest
we
your
haven't slept
body.
yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do I do with my character sheet? I'm selecting.
Great. Okay. Cool.
2B and I are still hanging out in the cantina. We just got accosted by a Gungan.
Mm-hmm.
He told us to find
That's right.
someone. I forgot who we were looking for though.
He gave us that tracking thing
Yeah, he gave you a little
that
chip
will
to
bring
put on
all
him.
the
Yeah.
his friends.
His name was Urtaj Simic.
Yeah, he's the Zabrak. That was the informant turned bad guy.
Bad guy turned bad guy.
Bad guy. Just because I'm bad guy doesn't make me a bad guy.
It's
All
true.
right, Zangief.
All right, so we'll leave it there. You guys are right where you left off. I'm trying to remember why you guys are up here near what the heck's his name?
Oh, because
Kuhn.
because
Jawa.
Kuhn was helping repair the droid.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Mhm.
Yes.
And now I'll
And
just.
then-
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go ahead. I've got to pull up my character sheet still.
I was gonna say, to get the ball rolling, I'm gonna leave from the medical area, having learned all that I have learned, and I want to head before I go to sleep. I'm gonna head over to the art gallery that you have described.
Okay.
And I'll wait until we get there.
So
Getting Echo.
did you head
There,
did you head by the main entrance, like past those Gamorreans, or did you go the back way?
yeah, I passed by the Gamorreans.
Okay, so walking in front of the Gamorreans, as you walk past them, you look to your left, and you see it's a very large opening. It's a large door, and it's open to the night air. You can feel the cool, brisk air, but it's not too cold. And in the distance, as you're walking past, you notice some what appears to be dust or dirt flying up from the treetops in the distance, and then you see a ship lift off, a small starfighter-sized ship lift off, and then head for atmosphere.
Hey, you buddy!
As it's leaving.
Fuck you! You stiff bitch!
You see blaster shots, large blaster turbo lasers come from in the distance, just beyond the trees. You can't see where it's coming from exactly, but you see it's being shot at, but none of the shots land, and it exits and disappears into the atmosphere.
Yes, get his fucking ace. And now having cursed, Doran is going to go to the art gallery to refine himself before he goes to sleep.
Yep. Great. So on the way, you pass a Godel who is just kind of hanging out there, minding his own business, sitting by the area where the speeder bikes are parked out front. And did you see nothing else notable on the way? Just the rest of the building looks like everything you've seen in the other area, but no other people or anything. Everything is kind of unnotable until you get to the gallery. Upon arriving to the gallery, you see 3 blue-skinned people. You see a lot of ornate art. Different types appear to come from different places. None of them seem to be like the art you saw in the lower levels, but some of it has 3-dimensional features on it. Some of it is just 2-dimensional art. You don't recognize any of the creatures shown in any of the images or the people, but it seems rather abstract to you.
Wonderful. I'm gonna like look at one piece and then look around. I'll see the 3 people standing over there and go, "Excuse me, do you know who curated these all of these art pieces?"
The male closest to you, the closest one to you, the first in the group, he regards you. He sees you after making that sound, and then looks over to the rest of the group and whispers something, and he says, "Well, it's Rungus's, of course."
Yes, I know it's obviously Rungus, but I know how these big types are. somebody else actually curates the art
Of course.
pieces. Who's
Right.
responsible for all these? It's a very nice gallery.
Well, mostly smugglers, of course. We brought this one over here. He points to one that is one of the more three-dimensional ones, and it appears to be an image of forests and rivers on some unknown planet. So we acquired this one ourselves. Made us a pretty penny.
I examine it very, very closely. I would like to I believe what I'm wanting to do here is sense motive on the person. No, I would like to use empathy. Empathy.
Okay. That's the one that lets you
I'm exhausting myself.
potentially. Yeah, you're gonna use. I think it costs vitality to do that too,
One.
doesn't it?
Yep.
One. Okay. You had all your modifiers and stuff in there.
Let's see. It's wisdom, so that's 2 plus 5, 7. So d20 plus 7.
Also, thanks Felix for the 6-month subscription.
Oh, Felix.
17 was
thanks,
my
Felix.
roll, sir.
6 months. That's a long sub, dude. 17 is good. Let's see here. Give you. I just want to remind myself of how good that is for you.
Yeah, because I will be using a bluff roll following. So
It's a skill, right?
mhm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think it increases the likelihood of those. Hang on.
The beautiful thing about having 2 weeks to think about what you want to do.
There you go. You had plenty of time to plan out. Your
I
strat
did
here.
last time, and I forgot everything.
Come on, where is it? Oh, it must be a feat. Is it a feat or a skill?
It is a force skill. Empathy.
Skill?
Force skill, empathy. Yep.
Oh, here it is. Okay, great. So your 17's good. This guy's gonna have a hard time. Let me just see if it works. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So you're good. You sense this guy. His surface
This guy.
emotions are mostly suspicious of seemingly you, and but otherwise relatively calm.
Do I sense any like
And unfazed
pride
by
as
your
he's
presence.
talking about this art piece that he procured?
He's generally indifferent about anything you're doing or concerned with.
Got it.
But he does feel a little protective, a little like he's protecting something.
I'm going
You
to
get
I'm
sense of
gonna look a little bit deeper into it now that I have the empathy. And what would be my bonus to bluff that I'm gonna get from that?
+4.
+4. Cool. All right. I am going to look him in the eye after examining this art piece very thoroughly, and I go, I wonder if Rungus would like to know that this is fake.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
Oh, let's see. It's charisma. Oof. Rank 2 plus 4, 6. Ten.
Okay. All right. He goes. You now sense that his emotions have changed a little bit, and he's nervous. And he goes, "Oh, fake? What?
Yes, you can clearly. I used to curate art pieces for some big time gangsters on Narshada, and I know a thing or two about fine art, and I can tell you from a mile away. The reason why I came in here to observe it is because I could spot this as fake walking by the hallway.
Geez. Could you maybe just not mention it to anyone, at least till we leave?
I wonder how I wonder how he would react though.
I'd probably be pretty. He'd probably have to give back the money at least, and
Oh, he gave you money.
we don't
for
have it. So man, just you better not say anything.
Maybe we
He
make
starts to get a little aggressive.
maybe we make deal. Maybe Maybe we split profit that you get from this, and I continue on my way pretending that this is perfectly legitimate art.
Look, man, we don't have any of the money from that. It's gone, man. You can see that you also notice now that the other two, there's an object, cool. That the other two have now moved their hands slowly to their waist area, near their holsters, but not on their weapons.
I then kind of peel back my robe ever so slightly, revealing my lightsaber, and go, I take it you know what this is.
They gasp, and they move their hands like this away back. They say, "Look, man, no trouble, man. Like we don't have any money. I don't know what else you want from us. I mean, what do you need? Maybe we get you something. Maybe work out something else. Okay, look, just keep your voice quiet,
Okay.
and we can work something out. We got to have something you want. We don't have any money.
I have a
we
feeling
barely keep this thing going.
I have a feeling that you will be here for a little while.
We're waiting until the next shipment comes in to transport it to the next planet, the next shipment of spice.
When does when does the next shipment arrive?
It's supposed to come in tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, I think I want something valuable from your shipment.
Well, we're transporting it.
Ah,
We're
things
smuggling.
things fall off the back of transport all the time. Whoopsies. We
We
forgot
can't
to secure.
fall off spice that belongs to Rungus the Hutt.
I have
Look, maybe we can work something out. I mean, you need a ride or something. I mean, we're we're one of the only people that can leave this system. Like, no one leaves this system unless they got a smuggler pass from Rungus or they work with the Imperials. You don't leave. You'll get blasted out of the sky as soon as you try. If you want to get out of here, maybe we're your ticket out of here. You got somewhere to go?
Yes, I do. You say you have smuggler pass.
Yeah, I mean, we have one of the few. It's attached to our ship.
I
our
would
transponder code. Let us enter let us enter the atmosphere.
you let me borrow. I will make forgery, and I will return it tomorrow morning before you have to leave. Before we leave on our mission.
So it's attached to our. It's okay. It's in Rungus's books. It's not, the pass is just him recording our ship's transponder code and sharing it with the Imperials so they don't blast us out of the sky. He has some sort of agreement worked up with them that that his smugglers can go in and out of the planet. Like, it's just our ship. We can't give you our ship. I mean, one of us could take you to the ship, and if you could do something with the transponder code and copy it or something. Oh man, but dude, as soon as you show up in another system, if we're there, so it's fine. It's fine. You know, yeah. If you got someone who's good with systems, ship systems, yeah, you probably can copy our transponder. And we call it even, and you don't say anything.
I think this is fair arrangement. You scratch my back, I scratch you.
This is a real risk, you know. If we ever go to the same place, same time, we're both fried.
Well, where is your
They're
next?
gonna think both our ships are stolen.
Where is your next shipment? I'll make sure we not go there.
So we're en route to the Starboard Queen.
Oh, interesting. Cause, well, you know, we cross that space bridge when we get to it.
What?
Never you mind. It's fine. Listen, here's data pad. I'm gonna hand him a data pad and go, you give me coordinates and I'll make sure we are there. Do not leave this planet before. Lest I have to go have conversation with the great and powerful Rungus.
You mean the coordinates of the ship? The ship's just on the docking bay out on the front of the building.
I will come by tomorrow morning before you leave.
All right. God damn it. Fine. Fine.
I say, and I go. I
Are
say,
we done
I
here?
say very, very loudly for the rest of anyone who might be in earshot to hear. This is very beautiful art. This is perfect. It's fantastic. It's pinnacle of artistic endeavor. You all know your pieces. I must now bid you farewell. I must sleep. Thank you.
The Deveronian just up the steps towards Rungus and the Twi'lek bartender server. They both turn when you speak and make some weird faces and then turn away. And then the rest of the group there that you were talking to kind of just turns their back to you and then start whispering things to each other
And I go to lay down.
nervously.
And I go to Betty Bye.
Okay, so you're okay.
Plus
So
5 points.
the sleeping quarters you guys have been dedicated are the beds in the lower levels.
Oh, not the servants'
What did you
quarters
say,
that
Erm?
I'm sleeping in right now.
I said
That-
with
that-
his plus 5
It's
dark
taken.
side points.
I don't think it's dark side for a Jedi to shake down criminals. I really don't think swindling a criminal would be considered dark side.
To get dark
Qui-Gon
side
did
points,
it
you have
to,
to do something really
what's his
bad.
name?
Mhm. Yeah.
Watto.
Yeah. All I'm doing is trying to make sure my mission is a success.
You have to
But then he died,
borderline
so
cruelty.
maybe-
Cruelty to get dark side
Right,
points.
right. And I wasn't being cruel. I didn't do anything bad. I played the guy.
All right. So as you're walking back towards the steps, you kind of go past the protocol droid and behind Rungus, and then you step in something very squishy.
Oh, come. Is this
And it's a lot of something squishy.
is this Bantha Poodoo? Come on.
You can't tell what sort of poodoo it is,
Is
but it is definitely poodoo.
I'm gonna go around the corner back to the protocol droid and go, excuse me, you might want to have someone come by and clean up behind Rongus's dais. Is some pile of poodoo.
The mighty Rungus does not permit any cleanup behind him until he goes to rest.
Interesting to know. Do not walk behind Rungus. That's right, Felix.
So you're heading back
Is it
to the
Rungus?
steps. You walk past that Ugnaught who notices you but doesn't say anything and kind of turns his shoulder away from you and harumps as you walk past him. The Ugnaught that you previously interacted with.
Oh, the one
Spilled
he's.
drinks on.
I'm gonna look at him and go, these very nice clothes, very nice. You should have worn those first. This color brings out in your eyes.
Is that right? Jesus. Just get out of here, man. I don't want to talk to you.
I saw you say honest mistake. I go downstairs now to sleep. Thank you.
Very good. So you're downstairs. We'll get to there in a minute. All right, so Strike and Tog are still at the table there. Table's blinking. You hear the music going on, but it's a softer music than before.
Bing
Um,
bong, ding dong.
At this point, Rungus, his dais starts to raise up into the air,
Ooh.
and the ceiling above him opens up, and he goes up there, and then it closes after his little floaty thing goes up there.
Interesting.
And then the server comes over to you guys, and as she's coming over, you realize that there are other games you could play on the table if you wanted to. It's a game that has other games such as Bazak as well, but that's a single player game. Alternatively, the only other option to play on the table if you wanted to would be to play another game of Sabak, but that's competitive. Well, gentlemen, would you like anything else to drink?
I think I'm going to take my leave soon and take a little rest. What about you, Todd?
No, I think we should probably get some shut eye before we head out in the morning.
Very well. Good evening, gentlemen. I bid you well. She walks away. So are you guys heading back downstairs as well?
Yes, and on my way back, I would like to try to slip the tracker thing back onto the Gungan.
Well, I think Tog took it.
Oh, Tog has
Yeah.
it. Hey, Tog, can I have that tracker?
Sure.
I want to use my sleight of hand to put it back on his person.
Okay.
'Cause I don't want that.
Go ahead and roll for
Why don't
that.
you put that
'cause this
evil
guy
on me,
is-
Ricky Bobby.
It's not just any sort of fella here.
More than a woman. More than a woman to you.
Can I run a distraction to help?
Oh,
Yeah, if you want to try, yeah.
22.
Okay, that's really good. I mean, go ahead and do your distraction.
I guess I'll use a bluff check for it.
Oh, and I'm activating it before I put it on. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you that.
Okay. So, you just rolled. Okay. So go ahead and do whatever you're gonna do to cause a distraction.
I'll go ahead and kind of trip and bump into him.
Okay. Would you roll? Strike. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. So and your roll was a 13. Second. He doesn't have skill on that. Okay. So he is definitely distracted, but he goes, "Ugh!" And you're tripping over him. Makes him accidentally knock his drink on the table and spill it. He says, "Oh, what's this doing? Come on!"
No,
And
sorry,
then,
sorry. Let me get you another drink. I'll go find the waitress for you.
And as that happens, Strike seamlessly slips the tracker onto the into the back collar of his vest thing.
I'm not gonna find a waitress.
Okay, you just gotta go downstairs. Oh, you Sabata! Great, very good. All right, so you guys are both going down here. Got it. Okay. All right, so who's left? Who we got left here? We got Neep and HK3RM over there. So Kuhn goes, and he says to you, you understand it to mean, I think it's about as good as we can go, man. I mean, I don't know how much more we can do. You know, I mean, I think he just needs to charge. If he shuts down and charge, it should be good.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Cool, man. Well, you
We'll be
should
back,
get some
we'll
rest.
be
Have you
back
been through
soon.
a lot?
Yep, I got one more thing I want to do before I head to bed.
Oh, very good. All right. Oh, man, I think I'm going to head off. He goes towards the servants' quarters over here to rest.
All right, and then before I actually go to sleep, I just want to do a quick. I want to go into full Java creepy mode and just kind of just start to meander around and listen to other people's conversations and see if I hear anything that mentions the three bounties, the Fu, Urtaj, Rusalka, is that what her name was? Rusalka? The Starboard Queen, Starboard Queen.
Starboard Queen.
The Village
Okay.
Warla.
Okay.
Yeah, I think anything that revolves around any of those kinds of things.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have gather information as a skill?
What I have is none of your business. No.
This would be a
Where
gather
is it?
information check, and you can use it untrained, unless you have something else you think fits better or is logical to use here. But that's what I would ask for.
Let's see.
Can I
here.
assist?
Do you have gather information?
Yeah, he could assist if he has the
I have
skill,
gather.
or you guys could do
Right.
synergy.
Then
get a
he
synergy
has
bonus.
the skill, and then I'll help him instead. I'll tell him what I'm
Okay.
listening for.
Sounds good.
And he can speak more languages than me, so he's actually got a better chance than.
Sure. So he'll add +2 to whatever he rolls for gather information.
Yeah, and can you let me know when I hear a new language so I can roll to?
Sure.
Sweet.
Rungus Poodoo? In chat. We said no want that hearing. It's not
Sounds like a
I
skill
for
bonus
rolled
for
a.
Erm, by the way.
what was that?
Oh my
Felix.
goodness!
Skill bonus for Erm.
Mark this
What does
day
Felix
in our
do?
calendars. This is the
Skill
day
bonus for
where
Erm.
got a positive redemption.
Oh my
You get
god.
to track that. You can add it to your tracking. Do you want to use it for this?
Run your
Oh, we're
refrigerator.
gonna use it right now.
All right, great. So that brings your total roll. Do you have? Oh, you already added your bonuses. You added charisma to that too. Do you have a charisma bonus?
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
And the lords and ladies of fate balance everything.
Oh, it's a skill drop.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Well, it's not balanced just yet.
it's just gonna
Somebody
wash.
else has to glitch me, and then somebody has to drop my
Right,
experience.
he's waiting. So Erm, did you add in your charisma modifier?
Yes, I
Cool. Awesome. Okay, so we'll just call that a wash on your skill bonus. Sorry about that. That's how it goes. The lords, ladies giveth, and they taketh away. So, the two of you kind of wander as a group through the more public areas of the building. You pass the Gamorreans in the front of the building, and you don't hear anything unique. They're just kind of standing guard. The front of the building is very quiet, and it seems that most people have turned in for the evening. The Ugnaught and Wookiee and the other Ugnaught, back by the back entrance where you guys came up, they're all quiet and just working away. You do hear the Bith band starting to talk to each other a little bit. So you can roll for the Bith language and the Ortolan language if you want to roll for those. You need 15 or higher to be able to pick up those languages. But you do hear that language as you wander through the band area. And as you pass the first table near the band, the one that has the human and the chiss at the table, you overhear discussion.
Okay.
Did you roll?
Now, I was curious if I throw any
You get your
modifiers on that.
intelligence modifier on that one. You're shooting for a 15. You hear as you walk past the table,
great.
yeah, right there where you are, Nat, where the Jawa is right now, where Neep is. You overhear them talking. You hear the name Rusalka mentioned, and you hear Rusalka Dorovo. She's the rebel. She's that rebel leader. Looks like she's been caught. So much for that bounty.
Can you spell Rusalka for me, please?
Rusalka.
Last name.
Dulrovo.
Thank you.
You hear them saying that you hear them mention that she was a rebel leader, and that now they can't have the bounty, and that the Imperial bounty was far more anyway. If only they could get her out of there.
What bounty is all I have to say to that? What bounty?
Not
Quicker picker upper.
Jawa knows about it. Neep knows about it.
No, we deleted that bounty.
Oh, yeah, but they would have known about it before because they were on the job.
Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, try to collect on that. There's no bounty for this person.
So that's also those are well. So that's Rungus's computer. So you do overhear them saying that. So Neep and HK overhear this. They overhear them saying that the Imperial bounty was more anyway. And then walking past the other groups, the rest of the area is very quiet. And everyone's kind of turning in. A lot of people seem to have fallen asleep right where they were sitting. You hear clinking and clanking near the kitchen area where they were serving food as if they're cleaning up, doing some dishes. And then the Praetorians near the gallery, as you walk past them, you ever hear them mentioning about the Star Wars Queen and how even after the Star Wars Queen doesn't look like they have any money, and assuming they don't get arrested or busted along the way, thanks to what this Jedi did. Of course, you don't know anything about that, but you put two and together. Assume there's only one Jedi around there, and that's it. That's all you pick up. No one else is really talking. It's getting pretty late. Everybody's turning in. Oh, did you roll for the? Okay, so you did. Your that. Okay, you need to roll one more time for the second language. You caught the Bith language. The Bith were talking about how the Jedi really enjoyed that one song, and they were getting a little sick of playing it, but they're not gonna mess with this guy, with Miss Rebus, the Ortolan.
Okay. Now, before we get to the second one, which I rolled a 19 on,
You're good.
there was a glitch redeemed on me.
Okay.
And money. So I don't know if you want to work that
You're
into
getting all
this
kinds
one.
of stuff. Okay, so you redeem. Okay, so the glitch. Okay, so and you hear the Ortolan saying something along the words of "You disgusting Bith, I wish you would just die."
How do I spell that language?
And then your systems can tell that you didn't quite grasp that correctly, the Ortolan language, and you think your confidence in that translation is low.
Well, I would have been like, hey, I've been in a band before. I know how it is.
And then you've received some. I see you have the money there. And then so did you guys say you're heading down for rest after that, or no? You have anything else you wanted to do?
Nope.
Cool. Okay, so as you guys make your way down, you see that the Gungan has and the Rhodian at the table have left, and they left some credit chips on the table, presumably as a tip for the server. HK, you walk past this. You see this.
Yeah, now they're mine.
Considerable amount of credits.
Now they're mine.
Are you taking them?
Do I do a stealth roll?
Yeah, go. Okay, yeah, you may do a stealth roll.
Or it'd be sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand would work too. You would be. Is it stealth? No, you would be moves. Yeah, this would be sleight of hand. I agree because there is no such thing as stealth. So you would have move silently, but that's not going to help you snatch something without being seen. Sleight of hand is what you need.
I have hide.
Do you have? Are you trained in sleight of hand?
No.
Then you can't roll for it. You can just take a general roll to see how you succeed if you want, but you
What
get no
about
bonuses.
I can do it for him.
Oh, you are with him.
Yep.
Yeah, you would have to. He would have to communicate that to you.
Yeah.
Unless you just want to do it without him. Well, he sees it. You don't.
Well, thanks for the 3 biddies, Felix.
What about the
Show
hide?
me your biddies.
Bits.
No.
Bits.
It doesn't matter.
What about the bits?
Mm.
What did you say, Aaron?
Oh, hey, hello. I guess hide does not matter.
Oh,
hide
is if you're trying to hide from someone like seeing you in plain sight, like you're literally trying not to be seen at all. I guess you could try to hide in the booth. I think you could do that, but there are people still over there. This guy over here, this Ubiz, I guess Ubiz is called. He would see you. You can't hide in plain sight. If
Biz
someone's
needs
in
to
line
mind
of
his
sight
own
with you.
biz.
All right. Well, if that's the case, it's not worth it.
Yeah, in this case, you just don't have any skill there. You could just take it, and
No, that's
there may
fine.
be consequences.
You know, every other redeem people get, just like give it to them. Might not have to work for. No,
I mean, I did put the other one under Tog's butt. He could have left it there. You're right, though. I am making you work a little bit for this one.
it's all good. But I am gonna skip on it because I know. Don't start shit in Rungus's place.
Probably not a bad idea. All right. Great. Okay. So I think that's everybody. All right, everybody's officially head off to the lower levels.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As you guys are heading, as Doran is heading for the lower levels, um, the Doug recognizes that you're going off, and he actually heads ahead of you and says, "Watch out now, mama." And he kind of directs. He's kind of motioning you to follow him.
Do you speak basic?
Ichuta.
I
Shakes his
don't
head.
know what that means, but I don't think it was nice.
And he turns and walks down the stairs.
Do you wish me to follow you?
He turns back, nods, and gives you a hard follow signal with his hand.
I'd like to, might as well spend another vitality because I've got them in spades. Let's go ahead and empathy this Doug.
Okay.
I need to know what's going on inside that little Doug brain of his.
Got it.
16.
Save some cleanup to do here. So all right. So you succeed. Let me just roll for him. Yeah, he fails. So you sense that he is tired
Dongle.
and grumpy, and that he is not being nefarious and
I'll follow
acting
him.
out of a sense of duty.
He probably was told by Rungus to escort me to my room. So I'll go ahead and follow him. And hey, Dongle must have heard that we reset the gift sub tracker. He wants to be there on top. Gifted
Dongle?
5 subs. Yep,
Someone in chat named Dongle?
Donglefly.
Donglefly, what's up, man? There he is, number 1, gift subs. Oh my gosh. Look at that train happening, dude.
Chugga chugga.
Chugga 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 choo choo.
So I don't fight, I follow the Doug.
Okay. So the rest of you come down after him.
He's always
little
number
bit.
one.
So he's gonna lead you guys to these rooms here on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, there's 5 of you guys, right? Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna lead you, Doran, to this doorway here. He's gonna lead you straight down the steps, through the big paraceal door, and to this room here.
What room?
And open the door, and you're gonna see
Front
this
room.
here. Rock room.
Where he is.
Is it this room
Yeah.
right here? This room that I'm clicking?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, he's gonna lead you there. Damn it! I grabbed the door. Damn it! All right. They grabbed the door again. All right, there's the door. So yeah, he leads you there, opens the door, and then closes it behind you. It's not locked, but he does close it. You don't see him
I
anymore.
enjoy my privacy. It's nice.
This room has just a desk with some papers on it. You can see some stuff is scribbled on the papers.
I'm not gonna bother reading them. I have a feeling I know what's on the papers. I'm assuming this is a door to the little bedroom right here.
Yeah. So when you opening the door,
Yeah.
you open the door, you see a crate on the right and a bed at the far end of the room.
What's in the crate?
Opening the crate, you see it is filled with robes.
Well, since I gave my Jedi robes to Strike, so he could better hide himself from Rungus, I will snatch an extra pair of these robes so that I can I can trade back, because I would prefer to have my robes back.
Yeah. I think your robes were like all temperature cloak or something, wasn't it? Or no, maybe not.
Whatever Jedis wear.
Okay, yeah.
It's Jedi robe. I think
it's nicer. These are very simple robes, very simply sewn together with thin material. And they don't really provide any sense of warmth, but they do provide a little sense of cover, like a really crappy bathrobe. All right, like a thin one, like a Halloween costume, thin sort of thing. So there's a bed there, and you can sleep in it if you wish. Otherwise, the room looks a lot like all the other rooms, a little dusty and unkempt, but otherwise fine.
I'd like to go ahead and I'd like to spend a few moments meditating to clear my thoughts, and then I will rest and sleep for the rest of the evening.
Great. Okay. All right. Hang on a second. I'll do something here. Turn this off and put on
That was my
this.
favorite song.
I know you love that song. Here, this one. Here you go.
I honestly I could still hear it.
You still hear the song?
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Well, I'm glad you get it. That's good. All right. So, okay. So then, the dog goes back upstairs after, and he waits at the top of the stairs for you, the rest of you. The first one to arrive there was Strike and Tog together. He grunts at you guys and motions as well at the top of the stairs for you to follow him, and then he goes down the steps. You guys follow or
Sure.
okay, so you guys follow him, and he leads you to this first doorway right here, just to the left of the stairs. And he opens the door, and you guys can see this room. It's got two beds in it, but it's otherwise a nondescript room. It has some torches on the wall that can be electronic torches that can be turned off, but otherwise it's just a regular room with two beds. And he leads you into the room, and then he closes the door behind you, and you hear his steps as he walks away. And it's up to you to decide what to do now. There's another door there. In the room at the far end of the hall, far end of the room. So what are you guys gonna do?
Door number 1.
You're gonna okay. So when you go over to the door, it's locked. Does not open.
What kind of lock is it?
It's just a standard wooden sort of metal lock. It's not an electronic lock. It's a metal lock. Looks like it needs a key. A physical key of sorts.
Could I use my sleight of hand to pick it? Or would there be a specific lock picking ability?
I think this would be disable device if you have it.
Yeah, I do have that.
Yep, you can use that.
Okay. Ugh. 5.
5. Okay.
Why don't you let an expert try at it?
So you try to fiddle with the lock, and it after some time, about 5 minutes or so, you still can't really get the door open. And then Tog says that. Oh, so you're giving it a shot too? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Tog goes over and fiddles with it, and he hears you both hear an audible click, and Tog can suddenly turn the handle, so he can tell the door is unlocked. Are you opening the door? Sorry, I just revealed the area. Prematurely.
No, I'll step to the side and say, after you, my friend.
I'll step through and see what's in the room.
So as you go to open the door, and you crack the door just open a little bit, are you opening the door slowly or quickly?
Cautiously.
Okay, so as you open the door cautiously, you crack the door, and you actually hear some sobbing on the other side of the door. Sounds like someone's crying. And when you open the door, slowly into the room, you see the Snivian Deve Mole. He's crying and sobbing, and he's got a pistol in his hand, and it's up against. He's holding it loosely up against his head while he's sobbing. Getting a little dark here, guys. And you see in the floor in front of him a familiar box that has scorch marks on it. He hasn't noticed you yet, but you see him as you crack the door open.
And who is his name? I'm sorry, you broke up on my...
This is Deve Mole, the guy
okay.
that from before.
Yeah.
He's got a gun to his head.
Deve, what's going on, man?
Ah! He scampers up against the wall and drops the weapon on the floor, and then he kind of scrambles to grab it, and he says, "What are you doing? Get out of here!"
What's going on?
It's my room. It's fine. It's fine. It's not fine. God. Everything's gone. I lost everything. I just can't do this anymore.
How'd you lose everything?
This box, my safe, my deposit box. I had it hidden. It's the best box you could freaking buy. It shouldn't even be able to break. Somehow it's been burst open. I don't know what could do this shy of some kind of crazy Jedi laser sword or something. I haven't seen a Jedi in, 50, 60 years in the galaxy or whatever. I'm sure Luke Skywalker didn't come in here and destroy everything I saved and worked for. It's pointless. Right. I was gonna get out of here, man.
Oh, you lost all your money?
Yeah. Everything.
That's a shame. I feel real bad for you.
You don't sound like you mean it.
That's probably because I don't, you sniveling piece of crap.
It's probably because I stole your ship, huh?
Yeah, probably has something to do with it.
Oh, man. Terrible. It's fine. I deserve it. Tell you, I see that damn Jedi. There's a Jedi. Oh, as soon as I see any Jedi, it had to be a laser sword, right? I mean, nothing. What could possibly do this? He shakes the box. He throws it across the room.
I did it.
You did? How? You did this? You did this to me? He grabs the gun and he points it at you. It's shaking his hand.
Yeah, I did it because I wanted to.
He's rolling. He's trying to sense your motive. Can you roll a bluff check?
Bluff?
Mm-hmm. My eyes are watering from being this guy.
32.
Really?
Oh, wait. Whoops, I messed up.
Like, what?
Yeah, you roll 2 d20s. It's real easy to get 32.
12.
Okay.
Even that wouldn't be that easy for me.
Is that with all your bonuses?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The highest he could possibly get with his bonuses is a 22, and he's like, 36, 32.
He looks back at that. He looks at the box across the room while pointing the weapon to you, and he says, "You're full of shit, just like every other goddamn gambler." He throws the weapon to the ground. He's like, "I don't know why you're lying, but just get out of my room. You need something? Can I help you?"
Yeah, I want to know. Can you count to 10 by your fingers?
What do you mean?
Can you count to 10 with your fingers?
Yeah, I can count above 10.
Let me see.
All right. What? 1, 2, 3.
While he's doing that,
4.
I want to pull my blaster out and shoot his hand.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Very good. We go ahead and roll. Actually, he's prone and not expecting it. So yeah, just give me a to hit, and you can add 5 to your to hit roll. So you're rolling your whatever your attack is for your blaster.
I'm rolling the damage or just to hit?
Just your to hit, yeah.
You said +5?
Yeah, you get to add your point blank shot if you want to use that.
All right.
And he's
Just
below
sure.
you. Yeah, he's prone, so yeah, it's fine. We're not going to count anything for that. It's fine.
All right. 17.
Okay. So go ahead and roll damage.
Emotional damage.
$12.
Wow. Okay. So so you pull out your pistol and fire it off at his hand that he was counting in, and it blasts the hand off at the wrist.
Now you can't count to 10.
He goes, ah! And then he let me see if he has to. Okay, so he passes out unconscious on the ground. He's breathing now, you can tell.
Can I rifle through his pockets?
You may. Yep. Let me just scroll back here and just take a look what Deve's got on him. Hang on a second. I wrote it down. Okay, so he's got a vibro knife. And he's got a standard blaster pistol that's there on the ground next to him. And he's just got some regular sort of spacer clothes on, nothing else, nothing of value. Seeing this, you seem to realize that he did in fact have nothing.
All right, well, I'm going to take everything he has, including his clothes, and leave them there.
Okay.
Well,
very good.
Who would have thought the Jedi was adventuring with a fucking sociopath?
So at this, you all hear the blaster go off. Togsadot hears it in the other room, and Doran, you hear it. It's very close. You hear a blaster go off.
That's
It wakes you up.
Real murder hobo of you. So there, strike.
Yeah.
This wasn't just wanton violence. I have my reasons.
Well,
You can either accept it or not accept it. Either way, I don't really care.
I guess we have our own rooms now.
So he is on the other side of the door. So that does technically apply.
I'm just gonna shut the door.
Todd, did you destroy the lock? Put the lock back on the door.
No, I think the lock still works. So to leave him in there with his naked man. Back away real slow like.
Very good. All right.
Doran, you just hear Doran knocking on your. Hello, I heard the blaster fire. Everything okay in there?
You're at this door here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I found one of the sniveling jerks who stole my ship from me. I blew his hand off and I stripped him of all his clothes. So that's where we're at right now.
Oh, Master Skywalker, please grant me serenity. Okay, forget I asked. And then I go back to my bed and try to please try not to maim or kill anyone else. Thank you.
Okay, and then as you're going back, you see the Doug heading your way, and he bangs on the door as well. It says,
Everything's okay here. I just had a little bit too much to drink and tripped and fired my blaster. Sorry, my bad. Yeah?
He grumbles and walks away. He's tired. He doesn't give a shit anymore. Very good. All right. So that's good. Okay. So anything else you want to do?
Sleep like a baby.
Cool. In the bed, I assume?
Yeah.
Great. All right. How about you, Tog?
Was there anything else in this room?
Nope, just the beds. You got 2 beds there. You can push them together.
Yeah, I'm gonna push them together, make one big bed, stretch across it.
Ah,
Sounds
the Quentin special.
Nice. Great. And we'll see you take this nice master bedroom part of the corner over here
Yeah.
to do that. Sounds good. Great. Okay. So and then the dog is at the top of the stairs, and he meets HK3RM, who I don't have here. Where is he? Hang on. He should be. He's probably over here.
Where am I?
Where the hell is HK? Did you move him? You moved him, didn't you?
You did.
Where the hell is he? I don't have him. I don't know
All
where he is.
right.
Oh, you,
I moved.
at least you know. Okay. Okay, great. So yeah, he leads. He motions you guys to go down the stairs, but doesn't turn around to see if you follow. He just goes down.
Okay.
You guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow him.
Okay, so you guys, he leads you guys down here. And he leads you down. All right, I'm sorry. He goes up these steps. He goes down up this way and into this room right here, where the bathroom that Strike took a big dump earlier
Oh.
is right there on the right. You remember this room? And Philip says, "Ah, Master, we're right back where we started."
Ooh, teeny.
The dog closed the door behind you and leaves.
All right. Well, for me, I think the first thing, I had a question real quick too that I forgot. I don't think I didn't make a note on. So on my data pad, I have the map of the area, and there was the small village of Warla. What direction is that from where we are?
Hang on, I have a drawing here.
For some reason I didn't indicate that
I believe. I want to. I don't want to misquote myself. Here. I definitely drew it because I know I would forget if I didn't. I just don't know where I drew it. Hang on. I believe. What? It wasn't this far back. Maybe I put it in the lore section. I have a bunch of sections in this book. Maybe it's back here. No. No. Mm. Okay. Damn it. Can I follow up with you as soon as I figure that out? I don't know.
I don't know that it's absolutely necessary for what I want to do.
I figure it doesn't make a difference right now, but I can tell you as soon as I find the note. I do remember where the ship was. Oh, the Warlord was to the south. Warlord was to the south. I remember because to the north was the ship. The Warlord was to the south.
Yep.
So the southeast of where you are now, directly south of the gem in the jungle.
Okay, so it's southeast of where we are.
Yeah, southeast of where you are right now. Right now, I'm sorry, southwest. I'm sorry, southwest. Right now, you are east of the gem in the jungle. The gem in the jungle is to the west, and then southwest of you.
Gotcha. So
if you imagine a compass, it would be where the S is.
Yes.
And the gem in the jungle would be in the middle.
So north
you guys
is the starship that landed that didn't crash. Northwest is the...
is no longer there, but you don't know that.
Yeah, northwest is the crashed starship.
That's right.
And then...
Is that that's the one that I saw leave?
The one to the north. The
one that you just said you don't know that it's gone, but so...
But you do. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he doesn't know it was that starship.
Right.
He doesn't. I don't know if he knows anything about the starships.
Yeah, I told him about
it. In the morning we can power. In the morning we.
It was all part of the plan. Was we decided we were going to go to one of the two, and I think
got it. Okay, so he did know.
Yeah,
okay.
I think we decided we were going with the crashed one anyway. So, which makes sense because it's on the way to where we're going. Kind of, it's more on the way to where we're going than the other one. So what I want to do is I want to use my trailblazing skill to reduce the amount of time that it's going to take us to get to these places.
You have a skill called
I
trailblazing.
do. I got it on my
Oh, that's
level up.
your scoundrel skill, right? That's your class skill, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let me just take a quick look at
So
that.
it's survival
remind
check.
myself what that does.
If I pass the survival check, it reduces the time of travel. I don't remember by how much though. I didn't write all that down.
Cool. Okay. Great. Okay, so you can do that when you guys leave.
Okay.
You can roll for that.
So I don't have to pre-plan it. I just
Yeah, it's like you're naturally using your skill at navigating through things. So it's just a matter. It'll reduce the time it takes you guys to get there once you start moving, and that'll apply if you're in a vehicle or not.
Okay.
So.
Well then, yeah. I guess then I'll just go to bed.
Okay. So you're going to sleep in this little area here. Philip is going to Are you going in this bed right here?
I'm gonna
This
go
one
into
here?
this one away from the toilet.
Okay, cool. Yeah. And then Philip's gonna follow in the room and say, "Can I shut down, sir?"
Yes, please do.
Okay, he's gonna shut down and land gently on this little desk over here and power down. And then HK, it's up to you now if you decide you want to do anything else before you turn in.
Is there any people down here?
No, just Steve.
Steve's
Nuts.
not Scott.
I mean, you could walk around and see if you see anything else. You say Steve's nuts.
Oh no.
It was in tandem.
Sing Redemption?
Oh, the dog is at the bottom of the steps. He's there, but he's like sleeping now at the steps because he did his job. He's more or less guarding you guys to make sure you go wandering away.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll go into rest mode.
Okay, so you're gonna power down. Great. Okay, so everybody turns in. Wait, are you sleeping? You're sleeping in the room with Steve Mole, right? Strike.
No, in the room with Todd.
Oh, okay. Well, Todd did push the beds together. Does that change your feelings about that at all?
I've slept in worse.
Oh, I thought you were,
Okay,
I thought
very
you were just
good.
gonna push him out into the hall or something.
Okay. All right. So Strike, I guess after uncomfortable with having a half-dead corpse next to him, the guy's alive but breathing weird, decided to come back into the other room and crawled into the bed next to Tog, and Tog's not snoring or anything. He's a surprisingly peaceful sleeper, so all went well there, and he fell to a peaceful sleep. Our Jawa also fell off to a peaceful sleep. Doran fell asleep almost immediately, but seemingly almost as soon as he falls asleep. Where is he? Hang on. In my thing. Hang on. Where did he go? Someone messed with my little pieces. No, here he is. Okay, here he is. I'm blaming Erm. I feel like Erm's messing with my pieces and moving them.
Don't I can move as my own character, and that's your own
So
damn
seemingly,
fault.
Probably because he was so tired and exhausted, he fell almost immediately asleep. And after an unnotable or not an undiscernible amount of time, he wakes up feeling like something is or someone is watching him, and rolls over in bed, and sees one of these spiders standing next to him.
Oh, my little monk friend. You must not sneak up on someone like that and startle them. He's not good. Oh, is everything okay?
At this point, it turns and he walks towards the exit of the door, to the door, pushes open the door, and walks through it, leaving the door open behind it.
Do I sense anything from this thing? Are you gonna make me do it? Did I get any of my vitality back?
Yeah. You slept for 4 hours. You're halfway through the night.
How much vitality does that bring me back?
So you get 4 vitality back for that.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have any wounds?
No.
Okay. You should have also gotten vitality for the time you spent upstairs, which would have been approximately 4 hours as well.
Cool.
Okay. All that, so you should have gained 8 back. Okay.
And I would like to use while I am following this monk. Do I? We won't bother. I'm gonna use heal self on myself to take care of the rest.
Oh, okay. Let me just see how much you get back for that.
Depends on my roll, I'm assuming.
I think so. But if you're taking your time, you might not have to roll for it. You can just take 10 if you want, because there's no pressure here. Treat injury. That's different. You're using heal self, which is a force power. Hang on. It's heal self, right? Not heal other.
Correct.
Got it. Yeah. If you just take 10, you can restore 1d4 vitality points, and it costs you 0 vitality to do it.
I need more than that.
Actually, it still costs you 0 as long as you're not healing wounds.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for it because I need more than 1d4.
Okay. You get to add your Constitution bonus to that.
17 plus. I didn't do my plus. Plus 8. 25.
Holy shit. That's good. All right, restore 2d6 plus 6.
2d6.
You just get it all, right?
6.
Wait, no, you could get.
I
8.
could get
the minimum
8.
you could get is 8.
I
Is that
could
enough
get 8.
to get you all the way back?
That won't be enough. So let me do 2d6 plus 6.
That's the best you could have rolled.
Just barely got. I got exactly what I needed. I got 4 plus 6 is 10.
Okay, cool. So you
I'm
get
fully
it all
healed. Good. Thank goodness. Okay.
Cool.
I will now follow the Bahamar monk, feeling very, very good.
Okay. So you're just following him?
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to move you both together, okay? So he leads you out of the room and across the way. Now, I don't have all the pieces out here. Just imagine them there. He's leading you down this way towards the steps. And as you're going, you see up on the little plateau there, that room where you faced off against the Sith. And you see some crumpled remains of the other monks. And he keeps leading you until he gets to this room over here in this weird green thing.
Weird green thing. I'd like to examine this green thing.
So when you walk into the room, this is the first time you've seen this room. This room has got a crate on the side, and it's got some desks across the other side of the room, and the desks have some papers on them with perceivable writing on them.
I have a feeling I know what's on those papers too.
Small pool built into the floor, and it's got some green jelly in it.
Does it look like the stuff the brains are slopping around in?
No, it's like a bright green ecto cooler color green. And but it does appear to be thick and clear. And then as you approach it, you notice that it starts to ripple. Whereas previously it was still.
Right.
It's like a little pool. Small. And you see the monk lower its little body down to the ground, like if you imagine like a spider laying its belly on the ground, and then you see the ripples pick up, the rippling effect, and then from it, rather quickly and abruptly, bursts up a jelly form, kind of like a hologram, and it's of one of the other monks, and it's one of the monks, but it's on the ground, and its fishbowl brain container is laying on the ground, and the legs have been damaged on the monk's body, the robot body, but it's just laying there sort of like twitching and immobile. You can see that. And then it flushes back into the thing and into just ripples again.
He's just gonna stare at it like silently, kind of just like trying to figure out what the fuck just happened to you.
and then it gets back up and it starts to walk out of the room. But you notice that the pool behind you, as it walks away, it doesn't stop rippling. And it seems to be rippling almost faster and more. Just from your presence.
I'm gonna do what the Bayamar monk did. I'm going to stand in front of the pool and lower myself in like a kneeling kind of emotion.
It's still rippling really quickly, but nothing's happening. And now he's actually walked out of the door, but it's still rippling, despite him not being in the room anymore. It appears to be responding only to you.
All right. Chat. I know all of my other characters wouldn't hesitate, but should I touch it? Should I touch it? Drink it? No.
Just a tip.
No, I'm not going to drink it. I'm not going to drink it.
Ecto Cooler.
He said color. He didn't say taste.
Isn't it assumed?
Just a tip. That's all.
while I'm down low like that, I'm gonna put my hand above the pool, hover it just at like a centimeter or so above the rippling water.
It starts to peek up towards your hand.
Oh, what the hell? Doran goes, well, universe is place full of mystery, and I just put my hand in.
You stick your hand in there, and it feels thicker than you expected.
Ooh, why is it so thick?
It is liquid, like a runny jelly. But it doesn't respond other than continue to ripple around your hand, like the jets in a hot tub.
Mm-hmm. I go, explain yourself. Why am I here looking at the rippling pool?
Would you? How about you roll an intelligence check?
Sure.
For a hint?
Let's do that. Let's do that. Sometimes players have no fucking clue what you're trying to do.
Right.
This would be one of those.
I get it. Chat, what do you guys think he should do?
12. I got a 12.
Okay. I'll give the chat a second to see if they got any suggestions for you.
And
I'm
they
gonna
want me to
this
drink
beer
it.
real fast.
They want me to drink it.
I think there's like a big lag tonight too.
Oh, that's a shame. Like a good ramen. All right.
Ooh.
So, your 12 is good. Did you add your intelligence modifier?
I did.
Okay. 12 is good. You suddenly recall the chamber across the way, and your struggles there, and this reminds you of how challenging that was before, and how you struggled then too to figure out what you needed to do here in this mysterious place.
Well, that doesn't help me. I was confused then. I'm confused now.
It's interesting how the situations are similar.
Well, I mean, you're talking about the obelisk and me touching it. I touched it.
You didn't just touch the obelisk.
Okay, I reach out with the force.
So you center yourself.
Me dummy dumb.
And reach out with your feelings.
It's not doing anything.
Reaching out with your feelings, you suddenly it starts to bubble intensely, and a vision starts to come clear in your mind of a human form, and then you open your eyes and you see in front of you is actually the jelly has risen up and formed a holographic sort of presentation out of this jelly stuff, green jelly stuff, of a little girl.
Oh.
And then
Hello.
the little girl screams, apparently with her mouth, her facial and expression, and then you sense an extraordinary amount of energy, like a forceful explosion, and it reminds you of what you experienced before you joined the Jedi Academy. And then
Say no more.
the
I know
little
exactly what you
girl
mean.
dissolves, and the water and the jelly returns to ripples.
Yeah.
It was the better movie out of the last two movies.
Nope.
Oh my God, Rise of Skywalker was a fucking garbage. Okay, no. Sorry.
What?
We're gonna.
Staggers!
Whoa. Does it have
Bullseye.
Star Wars in the title?
I mean, it was good.
Then
I
it's
enjoyed
good.
it, but it could have been a lot
I
better.
have not been able to rewatch it. I've gotten 15, 20 minutes through. I can't rewatch it.
I did try to. I did rewatch it, really hoping that I would enjoy it more the second time, and I feel that I did enjoy it more the second time, just not much more. Only because I caught to pick up some things that I missed the first time. So it was kind of cool.
It's because you fell asleep the first time because the movie was bullshit.
Actually, I was very busy being angry at the movie when I was watching the first time.
From the very beginning. Palpatine returns. Fuck.
Oh God.
Anyway, we've derailed.
Yes.
So I take it I'm just standing now in front of this pool, having this experience.
That all happened, yeah, but now it's over. But it's still rippling because it appears to respond to you.
Do I recognize the did I recognize the figure at all?
No.
The figure seemed familiar.
No, you recognize it as a human girl.
The only thing that was familiar was
Little girl.
the burst of energy that came out of
That feeling, you recognize that feeling as being one and the same as what you experienced.
Picked a bad day to stop sniffing glue. No, just kidding. I'm going to be I'm gonna go just kind of like muttering to myself. Really need to see Master Skywalker. I'm gonna as I'm muttering to myself, I'm gonna stumble like out of the room and back to the room that I was sleeping in.
Okay, unfortunately, as soon as you leave this room, the spider droid is there. The monk is there.
I look at him and go, why did you want to show me this?
And then it starts going down the steps.
I'll follow it.
Okay, so you follow it. And it leads you. You're trying to make this hard. I can tell.
I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to do it, and so I'm just gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm not gonna touch it.
I should have communicated. I was going to do it for you, but if you...
Okay, no, you're good. You're good.
Okay. So it leads you both back up to this area here, and there's a lot of broken corpses here of those robots, but there is one. Give me a moment. There's one here that matches the image you saw. It's laying on the ground, twitching. It appears to have had its legs broken by a blaster shot, and it's laying on the ground immobilized. But you can tell that this is the only one you've seen so far that did not have its fishbowl smashed and its brain splattered on the ground.
How heavy are these things?
Very.
Very.
Weight matters not to Luke Skywalker.
Well, he didn't teach me that part. We didn't get to we didn't get to lifting X-Wing 101. I don't know what you want me to do. What can I do to help? I want to help.
It doesn't respond at all. It doesn't do anything. It just stands there.
I try to lift it.
Okay. Go ahead and do a strength check. What is your strength, by the way?
10. I got a 16.
That's pretty good. Bear with me. Are you over encumbered by any chance?
I am not over encumbered.
Okay.
I am encumbered.
You are encumbered. Standard cumbered.
I have regular cumbrance.
Regular cumberedness. Got it. Okay.
Benedict cumbered batch.
Benedict cumbered. Come on, I thought it was right here. Where is it? I'm looking for the heroic
Razor beak hack and slash.
things. I'm trying to figure out. Hang on. Bear with me. I really should have this page flagged. I thought I did. The strength check page.
Flag him down.
Mechanics. Is it this one? No. Hang on. The force. It's after the force, I thought. Is this it? Encounters. No, that's game master stuff. I could have swore it was. Unfortunately, this one section is very thin in the book, and I have trouble finding it. There it is. I think that's it. Okay. What the F? Oh, here it is. Heroic characteristics. Got it. Sorry. I don't have to deal. Okay. So what'd you say your strength was again?
10.
10. Okay. This would be a heavy load for you. And what did you roll?
16.
Okay, you can carry it. It's going to be really uncomfortable for you.
That's fine.
You're able to lift it, surprisingly.
I want to go
It takes
ahead.
everything in you to do it.
I want to take it back to the pool. that's my tell that I am not on the right path.
So it follows you actually as you carry it. I'm going to put you on top of it. So it follows you to the pool. And there, exhausted, you put it down. It has taken you a surprisingly long time and a lot of energy to get there.
I really hope this is
do not
what
have
you...
the energy to lift it again.
Yeah. I really hope this is what you wanted me to do, my spider monk friend, because this is very tedious. And I put it in front of the pool.
At this point, the pool is rippling because you're there, but no more than before. And the droid, the broken one, still continues to twitch on the ground, and then the one that's not broken that led you there just stands there. Doesn't respond.
You'd think one of the two of you would know how to fix the other. Do you not have doctors? What is this pool? Why did you bring me here? Why did you bring me to pool and then to broken spiders?
It doesn't do anything. It just stands there. Almost anticipatory.
Like it's waiting for something?
It's waiting for something.
Waiting for you to kill it.
I'm gonna reach out with the force again. I'm gonna reach out with the force again.
What are you hoping to do with the force?
You know, at this point, I'm just trying to throw a bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks.
I think your guy. I can't tell you. I can't say anything. I want.
Is there some sort of roll that I could make that might give me some kind of insight?
Sure. Yes. Go ahead and give me an intelligence roll. I hope that's demeaning for you when I tell you to roll.
It's very demeaning. This is very, very demeaning. 16.
Wow, you rolled really well. You get a feeling that, like, man, this is really outside of your... Doing anything to help this droid is really outside your realm of expertise. And you feel really tired. And you think, man, I wonder if anybody else in the group could maybe help with this. And then you're like, almost fall asleep where you're standing because you're so tired.
I'm gonna look at I'm gonna look at the two of them and be like, you both stay here. I'm going to go sleep. I will come back with someone who can fix you. Maybe. And then I leave.
Are you going back to bed?
I'm going back to bed. Thank you. Please, also, please, anytime, wake me up in the middle of the night. I love being woken up. Thank you.
Great. The rest of you sleep well. Um, and this and then
I would only sleep for like an hour or two, right?
Huh?
I would only sleep for like an hour or two, right?
you
For
would
recharge,
you would stay powered down as long as you need to. Yeah. Um,
which is what
you get
2.
1 vitality per hour. So if you want to restore yourself all the way back, I think you said you were -5 still. Is that right? So
Yeah.
you would wake up
So
about
5 hours.
Huh?
5 hours.
Yeah, you would wake up about 3 hours before everyone else, which is about the time that Doran goes back to bed.
Okay.
If you want, or you can stay shut down until your master awakes. Whatever you want. You would be the first one to wake though if you want.
Let's just time skip.
Huh?
Well, we're gonna time skip.
Okay. So you're a guy who's awake and just
I'll
thinking, I
just
guess.
wait there. I'll just wait there patiently.
That's fair. Okay. So morning comes without concern. Everyone wakes up feeling pretty rested. Before Doran, because he's still pretty exhausted because he woke up for about an hour and a half in the middle of the night. And he's still short a lot of vitality, I think, right? No, he's healed up all the way. So no, he would wake up when morning comes, I guess. Whatever his normal time would wake up as a Jedi. So I assume that's in the morning. So we'll presume that Jedi wake up in the morning when they wake up. And you guys all wake up where you were without any concerns or worries in front of you, except for Doran, who has the spider standing next to him when he wakes up.
He followed me? This son of a bitch.
Fix my brother.
Oh, you're really persistent. Okay, let's see what we can do. And Doran will start stumbling around, seeing if he can't find Neep. Or I guess Tog.
Oh
So
my
you know
god!
that they're
Seriously?
across the hall because of the night.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's right. I do know. Well, here's the thing. I've only ever seen Neep or Tog tinker with mechanical stuff. I've never seen the droid do it. So
That's true.
my understanding of your abilities is protocol.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
You did see him
I'm
fiddle with
going-
the computers on the ship a while ago, but
Got it. Okay, so I know he's computer savvy. I don't know about like repair stuff. I'm gonna knock on the door for the two. Hello, did you blast anybody in the
no,
hands?
so you're knocking on the door where
Good
you
morning.
knocked the night before.
Hmm?
The one where you worked, where you knocked the night before.
Yeah.
Okay, when you knock on that door, you hear inside.
I'm going to walk.
come
I'm
back
from
later.
that. I'm just going to go. I can't. I don't even. I just. God damn it. I'm going to go to the other door and knock and go. Tog, are you in here?
I'll go let him in.
I walk in and go. Tog, listen. Could you maybe come with me real quick and maybe fix one of the monks? This monk has been following me around. He woke me up in the middle of the night. He's been following me around. I think this is like little sister or something. I had a vision.
Yeah, I don't need your whole life story. Let's go check it out.
I'm going back to bed.
Yeah, please. The longer you stay asleep, the safer everybody's hands are. And then I'll show him the way.
Great.
This is the way.
Can I do a listen check to see if I hear them?
Yeah, you'll
moving
hear
around?
you. So the droid would have actually led the way because as soon as you came out of the door, he would have started walking in that direction, assuming you're going to follow him. So you would have heard the droid clinking past the door, and then footsteps of these guys, and you would have a chance to react if you want.
Yeah, I'd poke my head out.
Okay.
and then just follow without saying anything.
So you guys see the droid come out of the door.
3RM. How are you?
Maintenance check. Systems are up and running.
Oh, that's good. You were a little beat up before. This be good. We need everybody at 100%.
So Neep, you would have woken up by this point as well. You would have heard all this conversation outside the door?
Yep. I'd go check it out. After I activate little dude.
Oh, thank you for waking me up.
I fucking love Philip.
Let's go. So you guys see Neep join you as well, Philip.
Just want you to know, when we get into that room, there's something I want to do.
So the robot starts going out this way. And I guess, Doran, you're following? All right, so you guys go.
Yep.
He leads into the room where's the broken droid. Guess everyone's
Like, this is the broken droid, but hey, check this out. And then I reach into the goop, and I reach out into with the force again. I want to see if I can either recreate what happened or do something different.
okay. So reaching out with the force, you calm your mind and you reach out with the force. I'd like you to roll for me.
Sure. What would you
give me an empathy check. We'll use that.
Oh, empathy.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's not going to cost no vitality.
Oh, good. Cool.
roll.
10.
Okay, that's good enough. So you're not pressed or anything. So that's the same as taking 10 here, I guess. So, I guess I could have just let you take 10. Sorry. So, the ripples. So as you walk over there, the pool starts to ripple, and Neep actually is the only one who would recognize this immediately. Actually, I'm sorry. I think Neep was in there with somebody else before. Wasn't it Tog? Before when you guys first met Philip. Anyway, so
Yeah,
I believe he was
so.
in that room. So Neep and Tog would both recognize this being the same motion in that pool that happened earlier, but you guys didn't know why it happened. It just happened briefly before, but now it seems to be it's constantly rippling in response to Doran, and then suddenly, the pool forms into a shape, and it appears to be a small humanoid creature, and it's forming shape, and then you notice that it's actually not a little girl anymore. Now it's a Jawa. And then you see the Jawa.
Transitioned.
Huh?
I transitioned
What?
from little girl
Checks out.
to Jawa.
Oh, yeah. So now you see a
Good
Jawa, and it's not the little girl anymore. And the Jawa suddenly heaves over, holding its stomach, and then falls down on the ground.
Ooh.
And then the image splashes back into a pool.
Is this the Jawa I recognize?
I would say that from this image, because it's distorted, because it's green jelly, it is not one that you recognize. You wouldn't be able to. You can't discern whether it's one you recognize or not. It's not enough detail. It's got the hood on. It's otherwise obscured behind its hood.
It's
Trying
like
to see all Jawas look the same.
Yeah.
it's like speak and spell of despair. I pull lever, and every single time is someone else in turmoil.
Have you tried drinking it?
No, I did not, and I will not. So, but do you guys think that you maybe could be able to fix this spider creature, Beomar monk?
Neep will nod furiously.
I can take a look at it as well.
Okay. So you guys can do this without So Neep would immediately recognize this as something. Do you have repair skill too, Tog? What's your
Yes.
rank in repair?
One.
Okay. So Neep would recognize this as
Is
being
it regular
something
repair or droid repair?
that is standard easy droid repair. You recognize immediately that it's just the leg mechanics are broken and it can't get up and walk around. And Tog also recognizes that, but Tog has no idea how long it's going to take, and it feels like it would take him a while. Neep feels like it would take him not long at all, but it would definitely take a little while to get it going. About as long as breakfast, like an hour, to get it fully rewired and back up and running again. But with Tog's help, maybe less. So knowing that, what do you guys want to do?
I'll start. If he wants to join in, I'll leave that
What
up
if we
to him.
replace the bottom of his leg with a knife so he can defend himself more effectively next time?
What was that?
So we could attach a knife to the bottom of his leg so he can defend itself.
Against us.
Are you saying that? You're saying that to the group?
It's just floating some ideas.
Okay. Neep, do you have any reaction to that?
No, just gonna work.
It just gets to work. Tog,
I'm gonna.
you can decide
I'll
what you
also
want to
repair.
do. He doesn't respond to you.
Yeah,
20
I guess I'll.
plus 8.
Oh, did you roll too?
HK's assisting.
Okay, HK automatically starts assisting. What did you say, Jeff?
I was going to assist.
Great.
As well.
Okay, so that'll move it along pretty quickly. So the rest of you kind of catch on to what Neep's doing, and kind of lean in and try to watch. And Neep kind of pulls out his tools, and you guys can kind of figure out what he's going with some of his action. You can hand him some of his tools, and you help to kind of encourage along. Strike is not there, so Doran, you see all this happening. You're watching. Do you want to do anything? Great, just gonna watch. Okay. Strike, you're in the bed sleeping.
Make it sound like I'm in like a tree looking in through a bedroom window or something. Like, oh yes, look at them repair that the droid legs. Let me see. Oh yes, I hope their father does not come out.
What are you doing in the closet?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just standing there watching, which is fine. Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure they don't want me to help.
All right. I'm just saying you could do other things if you want to. You don't have to, but that's okay.
Sure. I reach out with the force again into the pool of green goop.
Okay.
Let's pull the lever on the speak and spell of despair.
So, reaching out with the pool into the pool, you feel the force flow through you again, and you see the pool form into the shape of a familiar droid. It's HK3RM. HK3RM, you guys all notice that this is happening. You recognize yourself immediately. You guys recognize this as the only type of this droid you've ever seen, which is the one in the room with you. And then you see in the image, hands appear holding a laser sword and plunge through his stomach.
Through mine?
Yeah, will be your central area here.
Oh
No, not her spice.
Do you remember this happening to you?
You would remember that happening to you.
Which time?
Just I guess twice now. Right? No, the second time you didn't get struck that way. So the last time for you would be on the ship, but this is meta. The last thing you remember was being stabbed in the stomach.
I'm gonna say no. I don't remember this at all.
Interesting.
Do you want to roll? So you don't know if he's telling the truth or not unless you choose to do a roll sort of situation. So it's up to you to decide.
Wait,
otherwise,
do I remember
it's
that?
not that important to me.
Huh?
Do I remember that? Because I was also on the ship when.
Yeah, you saw that
going down.
Mm-hmm. You saw that. You saw all that.
Perhaps we're meant to recreate it.
I pull out my lightsaber and go, "Oh, who am I to?"
At this point, the jelly
go against the.
goes back into the pool and goes away as you disconnect from the force.
Oh, very fun. Okay, well, how much longer will you be fixing?
You guys hear him say something for the first time since he woke up.
Hmm.
My translator's not paying attention. I'll kick HK3RM.
Kick me?
Yeah.
To encourage your translation, I think.
Did you type something somewhere?
Yeah, I think he did in the chat.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's a good signal. Because HK wouldn't
Being
immediately
kicked?
respond unless he felt like he had to. I think it makes sense to me.
And he still
Okay.
might not.
Yeah, he still might not.
Yeah.
It's not the most loyal of droids.
Comment. Oh, Master. That doesn't matter. Just prepare it as quickly as you can.
So this tells you nothing, Doran. I think.
I'm gonna look back from one to the other. All right. Well, while you are finishing this up, I guess I'll go upstairs, get us something to eat. It shall be a big morning. I have lots to discuss with you all. I have maybe found us a way off of the planet. And then I turn around and walk and start going upstairs.
Okay, cool. So you're heading up the steps. You guys are all working. Strike, you're trying to sleep in. Does your character like to sleep in? Is that why he's doing that? He just likes to. I'm the same way.
Yeah, he likes to sleep. He's a night.
Okay.
He's a night owl.
I'm gonna swing by that room on my way to the door and knock on it and go, Strike! Strike, wake up! We've got a big day.
All right. Come.
I've got breakfast. Breakfast upstairs. Come on.
All right, let's do this.
As you get out of bed, you hear from the other room through the other door.
And Doran does not hear this. Even if he does hear it, he doesn't hear this.
No, he wouldn't hear it through two doors. But
Good.
Strike definitely hears it.
Strike's gonna bang on the wall and say, "Hey, you shut up in there if you want to keep your other hand."
The moaning stops. Great.
I do hear that though, right?
Yeah, did you hear that? Sure, yeah, you hear that.
I go.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, yeah, you hear that. Great. So you guys are both heading upstairs.
Yep, and I'm gonna go eat some breakfast.
So the Doug has already moved on with his day, and he's not there anymore. So you guys go upstairs unimpeded. Great. And then you guys fix that droid, and in short order, just after those guys head upstairs, you guys, the three of you, work really efficiently and get its leg mechanics working pretty damn well, considering how well amount of time you put it in. It stands up on its own. It kind of wiggles its little spider legs, and then the two of them collectively push past you and walk out of the room. Not push past you, but just kind of like navigate around you to leave, disregarding you. But they go in opposite directions when they leave.
I guess I'll head up for
Thank you.
breakfast.
Cool. So you guys are heading up to the upper levels. Great. I think it's a good point to stop there. We'll start with breakfast next week. You guys accomplished the whole sleep. It's my fault for imposing things.
6 hours.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yay.
Good, everyone. I'll let the host here roll it out. Unless
Are we doing
Donkeys wants
experience?
to do
Or
it.
are we doing experience off screen, right?
But whatever you want.
Yeah.
Do you want to expose the
Off screen.
the chat? Okay.
It gets ugly.
It gets ugly. All right.
We'll make that a stretch goal. We'll make that a if we get to what do we need? We need 205. So if we get 20 more followers, we will show you the ugliness that is us volleying for
It's like a nice, it's like a
experience.
worse version of what we do on Aliens.
It's very much
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Aliens.
Because in Aliens, it's literally a direct question: did you do this? Yes or no? And then you answer the question and you get experience. This, it's all right, guys. What do you think? What do you think you did to deserve experience?
It's cold. Space dagger.
Right. Let's see here.
Alrighty.
Alrighty then. Thank you guys for watching tonight. I hope you had fun. This is a lot of fun
Thank you,
doing the Star
guys.
Wars stuff for
Yep,
us.
Yep.
Yep.
And if you enjoyed it, please hit the follow button if you haven't already. And we will be back for Star Trek on Monday and D&D 5th edition on Wednesday
Heist.
with a heist. Much promised heist.
I
That
don't
looks
think it's actually
interesting.
gonna
Okay.
happen.
We've only
Yeah.
talked about the heist for about as long as we talked about season 1 finale of Rift.
I still don't think I've gotten quite that far yet.
That was like a 6-month affair.
We did talk about the
Oh,
season
this,
1 finale a lot before it happened.
Well, you know-
it was this enigma that was in the future that was never going to come.
Well, you know, when you've got characters like Dwyer trying to steal bees and stuff like that. Like,
I really
Yes.
thought there was
Yes,
things
there was bee stealing.
Giant bees.
Yes.
I think
it almost worked too, almost.
It would have worked
Would've
too if it
gotten
wasn't
away
for
with
those
it.
meddling kids.
and a little dog too.
Yeah, and then of course, Bruce, are you streaming Saturday?
I think so. So far, so good.
All right. So tune into that. That's a lot of fun as well. And
More Star
yeah,
Wars.
more Star Wars. It can never be enough Star Wars
Nah.
unless it's that one. Last Jedi.
Don't you dare.
That one.
Come to the Bruce Gaskin stream and ask me to time you out. I will do it.
He will. It's
I'll
true.
put you in the corner.
He will put you in the corner. That's. I have some questions about that whole process that's going on over there.
He literally says, "Cone donkeys, will you time me out again?" And I said, "Is this really what you want?" He said, "Yes, I want to be in the corner." So I said, "Okay."
Funny.
All right. We'll come Saturday for that because that's happening. And we'll see you guys later.
Thank
Bye.
you guys. See ya.
Bye.